How's it going, guys? KillKhast here. Welcome back to yet another World War Z build guide. This build guide is going to be all about the Gunslinger, a different way to play him, tons of raw damage, very busy build. You're constantly doing something, and it's very rewarding though. Real quick before we get into it, just like always guys, go ahead and drop a like if you enjoy this one. Likes help out the channel immensely. The more likes the video gets, the more it's broadcast to a wider audience, the more people are able to see the videos and potentially help the channel grow, so that helps out a lot. If you're new to the channel and you feel as though I've earned it by the end of this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with everything that I post. And if you have any questions about the build, if you'd like me to try to make a different build, or if you have any ways that you think I could improve this one, go ahead and drop that down in the comments. With all that being said though, let's go ahead and jump into it. First choice here I went with is Power Nap. Unequipped weapon automatically reloads after 10 seconds. And you guys might be asking, well, why didn't you go with the things that power up your frag grenades? Let me start off by saying the frag grenades in this build are purely for crowd control reasons. This is going to be a pyramid climbing up and you don't feel like dealing with it, so you go ahead, you drop a frag grenade at the bottom of the pyramid, knock them down. Situations like Green Gold in Jerusalem, maybe he's getting overwhelmed, you need just a quick fix, you throw one in there, knock the zombies back up off of him. Situations like that, so they're not going to be used for their damage so much as their crowd control. Next tier here I went with Frontline Supply. Headshots made with primary or secondary weapons automatically restore 5% rounds to the magazine. Now this skill right here is insanely overpowered, because those of you that have played the game for any certain amount of time know that it is fairly easy to hit headshots. This game is very forgiving with your aim, and 9 times out of 10 you aim for upper chest or even close to the head, you're going to hit a headshot. And restoring rounds because you're hitting headshots is just absolutely insane. Especially if you're playing the 6 skill difficulty. Most of you guys are aiming for headshots anyways. You've completely ruled out the body shots and you're strictly going for headshots. So this skill right here by itself is super rewarding. Definitely a good skill. Next choice here I went with, this is my rifle. Start with the ARK-103 assault rifle. It's your AK, I mean, why not? I've been seeing a lot of people complaining about the recoil that this gun has when I'm playing games. They say that the recoil is hard to control or whatnot. Honestly, all you have to do to fight the recoil of this gun is slightly pull your mouse downwards. So just slightly bring your hand back as you're shooting, and the aim will stay perfectly in the center of your screen. It's very easy to control the recoil. Unlike most other games, the AK's recoil is insane. World War Z is very forgiving on their recoil patterns, very easy to learn. Next skill here is Seek and Destroy. All active special zombies within a radius of 20 meters will be automatically marked. The red skill, you don't really have much say in the matter, you just kind of got to get it. But this skill has helped out so much. Lurkers like to hide around corners and the places that you never want to expect them, and this skill right here will sometimes save you from being pounced on, and it's saved me quite a bit, and I absolutely love it because there's nothing you have to do, it just does it for you. Next here, Bounty Hunter. Deal 25% more damage to special zombies. The only other skill I can see being practical in this category would be Sleight of Hand. Switch weapons 100% faster, and you'll see why later on that skill would come in handy. But as I said at the beginning, I geared this build strictly for just raw damage, so if I can do extra damage to special zombies, especially when like 6 skill difficulty they throw 3 of them at you at a time, I think I'm gonna go with that. Next tier here we went with Gun Fanatic. Draining primary and then secondary weapons magazines automatically reloads primary weapon. It's already insanely hard to drain your primary weapons magazine because of Frontline Supply. Let's say you actually managed to do it. Maybe you're panic firing, you're backed into a corner, you've actually managed to run your gun completely dry. Switch over to your secondary gun. If you run that one dry, your primary is then reloaded for you, so you don't have to ever be in a situation where zombies are in your face and you're stuck with an empty gun. It just does it for you. Alright, now going back to Power Nap here, let's say you get back to your primary weapon because you've emptied out your secondary weapon, and you're finally getting a little bit more focused, you're able to calm down, you're picking your headshots better. What this skill will do is then go ahead and reload your secondary. There's never an instance where your primary or secondary gun is ever empty. And that right there is beyond phenomenal. You'll never be backed into a corner with an empty gun. It's just insane. It really is. Next here, I went with the Senjata, or Senjata, however you want to pronounce it. Those of you that have watched my build guides know that normally I hate this gun. I really do. I never thought that it was good. But in this build, it is very handy, because headshots to normal zombies are one-shot kills. And in horde situations, the pistol kind of falls off because you have to pick your shots, you can't just spray into a group and hit headshots, and the Senjata, may again be pronouncing that wrong, but that's how I say it, the Senjata is very good at just spraying into a group and hitting headshots. and especially when it's fully upgraded, it does quite a bit of damage. So although most times I don't like it, in this build it comes in handy quite a bit. Next here I have My Bad. Friendly fire damage to your teammates reduced by 50%. Again, red skill, but it's absolutely fantastic. I'm sure all of you have been in a party with that one guy that for some reason he has forgot how to hit the control button, he has no clue how to crouch, or maybe he's just so frazzled that he can't remember to crouch and will run right in front of you. We've all had that guy in the group, and what this does is it helps you from one-shotting him because you have a ton of damage later on in this build, and you can potentially one-shot your allies. Next here, I went with Deep Pockets. Carried ammo capacity for primary and secondary weapons increased by 25%. This just better suits the Gun Fanatic, the Power Nap, and the Frontline Supply. With these, you just have a ton of ammo. The guns reload themselves, and you're just able to spray. It's very, very, very nice. The only other skill that I can see being practical is free refill. Restore 2% of primary weapon ammo for each kill made with equipment. But like I said, I'm not really gearing this build to kind of go off the frag grenades. I'm kind of just gearing it to go off of the raw damage you have with guns. So if you feel as though you're going to be using your grenades more, go ahead. Throw that in there. It'll give you back some more ammo. Next tier here, I went with Executioner. It's essentially pickpocket, just like on every other character. Killing 15 zombies in rapid succession gives a 100% chance to refill one equipment charge. Cooldown 60 seconds. I mean, it's an offensive build. I don't see why you wouldn't want free grenades out of thin air. I mean, yeah, it has a 60-second cooldown, but you're going to be killing zombies anyways. So why not get rewarded for what you're already doing anyways? I don't know. It would seem stupid to me not to take it, but that's my opinion. The only other one here that I can see being practical is Eagle Eye. 50% chance to refill one frag grenade by killing special zombies with a headshot. Most times you're going to be aiming for headshots anyways. Bulls, infectors, gas bags, any of them, you're going to be aiming for headshots. And this one doesn't have a cooldown, so maybe you could go with this one, especially if you're good at picking the special infected out of a crowd. But in my personal opinion, I would just go with Executioner because just 15 normal zombies. Pretty easy to do. Next here, this is where the build gets a little hectic. Switcheroo. Switching between primary and secondary weapons increases firearm damage by 50% for 3 seconds. So what this skill does is it heavily complements your Gun Fanatic, your Frontline Supply, your Power Nap, just like what we've been doing the whole time. You spray until one gun's empty, you switch to the next one, you spray until it's empty, you switch back to your first one, spray until that's empty, and your secondary's reloaded for you. And you just keep going and going and going and going and going. Your guns are constantly getting more ammo because you're hitting headshots, hopefully by this point. You're doing tons of damage to special infected. You're doing tons of damage to just any zombie in general. You're just an absolute beast at this point. I don't know how else to put it. Yeah, you do have to keep an eye on this because there really isn't any kind of little indicator or timer to show you when this happens. Count to 3. I mean, count to 3, switch guns, count to 3 and switch guns. But usually around 3 seconds, 4 seconds maybe, is how long it takes a gun to run out if you're just open firing into a crowd anyways. So I don't know. I just feel like this build is very, very fluid. It just runs. It does very good at complementing itself. Your end skill here, Warface, killing 25 zombies in rapid succession grants 50% firearm damage boost to the entire team for 20 seconds. This skill is your only skill besides, I mean, My Bad, that really helps the team. And it helps the team a lot because 50% extra fire damage or firearm damage is quite a bit. But think about this. You are part of the team. So you're also getting this 50% firearm bonus. So you're getting 50% here. You're getting 50% here. Now let's say it's a special infected. You're getting 25% damage there. So you can potentially be doing an extra 125% damage to special infected. That's insane. You shred infectors, you shred bulls. You don't even have to worry about the little spot on the bull's back. You just blow their face shield off and kill them with a headshot. This build is crazy, especially for those of you that have completed 6 Skull and you had the new sniper. Try it out, trust me. Switch over to the sniper mid-fight when a bull's looking at you. You'll down it in like 3 headshots. It's crazy. I don't know what else to say. This build just absolutely shreds. Tons of raw damage. Does a very good job of refilling your frag grenades. Does a very good job of refilling your ammo. I mean, yeah, it's a little hectic because you got to switch back and forth with switcheroo here. But the raw damage you're putting out is insane. Definitely try this build out, especially if you just want to be the top of the charts. You want everyone on your team to think you're just absolutely amazing. And you just want to absolutely shred. Why not? Give it a go. But, yeah, guys. That has been my build guide on the Gunslinger. We've, again, geared this for insane amounts of damage. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below how you feel about the build, Or again, if you'd like me to make a build for you, or try one of yours. If you're new to the channel and you feel as though I've earned it by this point, and hopefully you feel as though I have if you've watched it all the way to the end, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, why not? But without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get you back to killing zombies. I mean, that's the reason you came here in the first place, is to learn how to kill them. Let's get you back to it. I have been KillKhast, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye bye.